aware that there is a mandatory license suspension of not less than 6 months, not more than 5 years. It would apply here. So I'm going to put you down for no plea. I'm assuming you're going to need an appointed attorney, is that right?
Yes.
Do you have an attorney appointed to any other matters at this time? No. Do you have any other cases pending at this time?
Not pending, no.
Nothing pending? Okay. You're going to need to fill out an affidavit so that I can get the financial information I need to make that decision, okay? And I'm guessing you're going to be eligible. There is a $25 filing fee. Do you have the means to pay that?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you 5 days. I have to hold the hearing within 5 to 10 days.
Okay.
Okay? I'll set bond, and the normal bond is a $5,000 personal bond, and then we'll have this hearing set in the next 5 to 10 days, and then we'll just kind of see where we're at that time.
Thank you.
All right, good luck. Thank you. You're on Markwell J. McDuffie, is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Sir, you're here on an alleged receiving stolen property offense. This is a fourth-degree felony charge alleging that you obtained or received a Taurus 9mm handgun. The state is alleging that you did it under circumstances where you knew or should have known it was a stolen item. So that's what you're charged with, so you understand that. You're also here on an allegation of carrying a concealed weapon. If you're found guilty of that offense, you can be incarcerated up to a year, or up to 6 months, fined up to $1,000 or both. Now, in each of these cases, you have certain rights. I explained those rights a moment ago, along with the plea options. Do you feel you understand those matters?
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to have me re-explain at this time?
Stolen property.
The state is alleging that that you had a firearm in your possession that you knew or should have known was stolen. That's what the state is alleging is true. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. Yeah. I'm required to hold a hearing within 5 to 10 days on that charge. Are you going to be hiring an attorney? Do you want me to consider appointing an attorney? How do you want to approach that?
Can't afford it.
Would you be able to get a $25 filing fee together within the next 5 to 10 days? No? Okay, all right. I'll ask that you fill out an affidavit so that I can at least make a decision on whether or not you're going to be eligible. Do that today. That's real important. The address the state of Ohio has provided the court to reach you is 1077 East 148th Street, Cleveland, Ohio?
Yes.
44110?
Yes.
This is a fourth-degree felony, so your bond will be $10,000. If you don't show up when you're supposed to, that money can be forfeited. The state can seek to collect the balance.
Then that means I have a warrant.
If you didn't show up, if you posted bond and didn't show up,
I have to come back to Ashtabula.
yeah, there's going to be a hearing held in connection with this matter on the felony matter, and on the trial on the misdemeanor matter.
So I'm not gonna make it to my cousin's funeral.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I'm just indicating that the state of Ohio is charged with a fourth-degree felony, and there will have to be a hearing held concerning that charge.
All right, but I get the gun charge, but the stolen property, I don't get.
Well, and again, keep in mind, I know even less than you because I'm the neutral person. I have no idea what this is about. I mean, what you're saying to me, like if I were to change the circumstances slightly, if someone was suing you for $50 and you came in and said, Judge, I don't owe the 50, I'm going to say, okay, I don't know anything about this. I have no idea what it's about. The good thing is that the state has to prove this. I'm holding a hearing. I'm kind of a filter. I hear what the evidence is. I listen to it. If there's enough there that would warrant a review by the grand jury, I would send it to the grand jury. If I'm not satisfied, I can amend the charge. I can even dismiss the charge if I'm not happy with the evidence. Okay, so I'm kind of the first stage of the process. I'm the filter. What's important is you're going to have to get that affidavit filled out so I can get an attorney on this case for you.
Could I have somebody help me fill out what I have to
Sure.
property?
And I'll put the filing fee to court costs. That way you won't have to come up with that right away. And I'll put you down for not guilty plea on the misdemeanor, no plea on the felony. That'll preserve all your options till you have a chance to speak with your attorney. In the misdemeanor case, bond will be $2,500, also 10% or cash surety bond. So in that case, you'd need $275.
275.
275. The other case, you need 1,025. And then again, you have this hearing within a short period of time, 5 to 10 days. Do you have any questions right now? Okay, go ahead and have a seat, and someone will assist you with the affidavit.
State of Ohio versus Ryan G. McCoy.
Mr. McCoy, you're here on a domestic violence charge. If you're found guilty on this charge, you could be incarcerated up to 6 months. You could be fined up to $1,000 or both. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Domestic violence is what we call an enhanceable offense. What that means is once you've been convicted of a charge like this, if you ever have a second offense ever again in your lifetime, the second offense penalty can be increased to that of a felony just because of the prior conviction. So do you understand how the penalty keeps increasing?
Yeah.
Lastly, be aware that if you're convicted on this charge, federal law might prohibit you from ever owning, shipping, handling, possessing, transporting a firearm or ammunition ever again, okay?
Yeah, I have a firearm.
You don't? Okay. But this might prohibit you from ever owning one or ever having one ever again, so do you understand that?
I was using a firearm.
Okay, but do you understand that if you're convicted of this charge, federal law might prohibit you from ever having a firearm ever? Okay? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you do have certain rights in connection with this matter. You have a right to have this allegation read. You have a right to understand the charge. You have a right to a trial and a trial by jury on this matter. You have a right to question witnesses, subpoena witnesses. You have a right to be granted a period of continuance of today's hearings. You can talk to an attorney first if that is your desire. You might have a right to have an attorney appointed to represent you without any cost to you other than a $25 filing fee. You have a right to appeal if you're found guilty and to have a reasonable bond set in connection with your matter. Do you understand those rights?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, a moment ago, I explained the 3 plea options. Do you feel you understand your 3 plea options? Not guilty, guilty, and no contest.
Yeah.
What plea would you like to enter here? The plea, not guilty, guilty, or no contest?
Plead not.
Not guilty for now? Do you want to get an attorney? Okay, all right, I'm going to put a not guilty plea now down so that you'll have a chance to get an attorney. The bailiff is going to provide to you a document we call a pretrial request form so we can set this case for a meeting between your attorney and the state's attorney. Then your bond will be a $2,500 10% bond. You'll make arrangements to post your bond at the clerk's window. As long as you show up for court when you're supposed to, that money can be returned to you. I would encourage you strongly to fill out an affidavit while you're here so that you'll have a chance to get an attorney appointed in this case. That attorney will be present on the day of the pretrial. Do you have any questions?
What will the pretrial be?
Probably about, if you don't post bond, it'll be probably within 2 to 3 weeks. If you do post bond, it'll probably be within 2 to 3 months. Okay? Good luck, sir. Go ahead and have a seat.
Cinema versus Andrew Carlisle.
You are Andrew Carlisle, is that correct, sir? Yes. Mr. Carlisle, you had a warrant issued for you, but I'm going to appear for sentencing. All right, well, the problem right now is that I don't have your attorney here, so we'll be letting your attorney know that you're now in custody. Where do you want your mail sent from this point out? Your mail. I mean, the last address that we have is 275 West. Your bond will be $2,500. It'll be a 10% bond. If you need access to a phone, that access will be given to you. We'll make a 10% or cash surety. We'll let your attorney know, and then we'll have you brought back over for sentencing.
So the only reason why being held is because my attorney isn't present?
Technically, and I can't do anything about that today because the problem that I run into as a judge is I can't very well appoint an attorney to help you and then kind of strip that attorney from you. Because,
Right.
So I've got to get your attorney over here. I'm expecting we'll probably be able to get her over here tomorrow.
Okay.
Might be able to
So
bring
this
you
is
over.
for the sentencing, right?
Sentencing.
Okay, I just want to make sure, yeah, I'm
I
ready
don't
to
have
do it.
anything new, it's just the
Okay,
sentencing.
I'm about to say, 'cause, I've been pretty good with it.
Okay. All right.
All
Good luck.
right, Ms. Kennedy.